take the rope, and I would like put my foot on it, and I would go like.
I don't understand what that is.
Now like break.
All right, your strength is 10, right?
Yeah.
All right, and we'll roll an average of 3 because you got to be strong. So, or 7, sorry. So get over a 7 with a 10, and you'll have dislodged the rope with your
Just
strength.
10.
7.
7.
I guess we'll call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
So
that's
you
successful.
sit there, and the guy's like, "Oh!" His vehicle's down. So 6 remain. Shannon, you cut your rope.
Well, we didn't know that he was going to keep cutting it.
Can I convince him he made the wrong life decision and he should stop chasing us? No?
Well, your charisma's probably not that high. His charisma's high, but your charisma's probably
I'm
not
gonna
that
say
high.
5 are chasing us now. I don't even make you roll because it took us 2 turns to cut
My
rope,
strength is
Okay.
4.
and you got through. So now
Can I
only
have the most
1 rope's on us, right?
So far.
No, that's it.
Okay, so all the ropes are gone.
He cut
Because
his rope.
he got
I
2,
dislodged
cut,
2.
and he pulled his off.
Right,
he
nice,
goes up.
nice. All right, so you guys have kind of diverged from the pack because they had to go over the bridge. So you've got a little bit of breathing room because you can cut straight across the river, and these guys are a little bit farther behind, which takes us to the next phase.
Next phase.
Phase 2.
Phase 3.
Phase G. Wait, that's not
Phase
right.
3 FG.
Phase 3.
Article 37.
Article 37, chapter 2.
Wait.
Got it.
Subsection B.
You guys make it across the river. They're in hot pursuit, but not quite on your tail, so you've got like seconds, right? Captain Jane says to you...
Take a wild guess and
Yeah?
say that when he was using his little walkie-talkie thing to call ahead, he landlocked us.
No.
Okay.
Because you didn't pull out any guns. If someone had a gun, you would have been landlocked. But no guns, and that's why we said no guns. It's the rules of this place.
Well, no, but
It's not going to be that way everywhere.
Okay.
What?
Nah, never mind. I was just like,
He's a religious cult leader, or he's a cult leader. He doesn't have the clout to say, "Hey, one of my members of my cult got kidnapped. You need to landlock this vehicle." You know what I mean? And he doesn't know where you're going.
We can't, okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's
You're
like
saying we can't call it
you
a
need
kidnapping.
information to landlock somebody. You can't just say, "Hey, there's a ship that's a few miles out of town. I think northwest. Landlock it." You can't do that. You know what I mean? There's not.
Okay.
Now, if it was something like you guys were meeting with an official who dealt with you before, he could pull some strings and within a few seconds get you landlocked. But if somebody doesn't know who you are, you can get the slip, and you guys like have the right dice rolls, they won't be able to landlock you. They won't know who you would like. You know what I mean? It's just like if you're in a city, somebody steals your car. How hard is it to find your car? Like, oh my God, it's a huge city.
If it's LoJack.
Well, right, exactly. But this is different.
You can't LoJack a person you've never met before.
You guys are cutting through the shrubs and the low brush, small boulders. You have the option to hide, but I'm going to say let's not hide at this point because
There's no real point. There's no real point. There's seconds behind us.
Let's not hide. Let's get in the ship. All right.
We're gonna do a hot landing, or
2 more for the most part. Not super hot, but I mean, you're going to see the.
yeah. But
The
I was
cargo
gonna say
bay's
is like
in the
it's
front.
open, so
You're
we're just
gonna-
gonna fly. We're just gonna like spin around and back it right in.
Well, no, you're not even going to back in. You're just going to
Fly right
get in
in.
there.
Yeah, I know in the movie they did that. I saw it.
You're trying to transmit right now to get the thing open, but the device that failed it took some of the auxiliary power, so your radio's not working. It's going to work when you get close enough.
My garage opener isn't working.
Exactly, garage opener. So you're like, oh, come on.
You know what? It'd be cool if it was like on the top of the accelerator.
Lamp.
Because the accelerator is like that thing. Remember?
Okay, so now you guys see the ship over there, and there's like the small cliff, and you shoot down the side of the cliff. You make it down to the ground. It's only a small cliff. Captain tells you to open the doors, but you're having trouble with the transmitter. You have to wait for the door to get inside. So you guys like pull up, and it's like, zzz, you're like, come on, go. Owen checks his watch.
He's been checking his watch the whole time.
10 hours later.
Zoom! So you guys zoom in.
Can't we find
Shut
three,
it!
All right.
3 horses in there waiting for us?
Yeah, the captain jumps off before you even dock the mule, and he runs over for the door controls. And he's like, like hitting the button over and over
I don't
again.
think Jane would panic quite that
No,
much, but okay.
no.
Come on, you goddamn thing!
Like, I can imagine him like
Starts
if he
hitting
has
the
like his
button
knife out, I can
repeatedly.
imagine him like smacking it with a knife, or if he had his gun out, butt stroking.
Completely come down before cycle can close.
It's like if
Tells the
Shannon
pilot,
had-
get them in the air. So he
Well,
says to
that's-
you, like you guys are
Okay.
parking the thing,
I got
get us in the air.
question.
Go ahead.
If Shannon hadn't fudged up the piloting, if he hadn't fudged up the piloting and he had maintained his device the whole time, would it have just like opened up and we could just fall right in? Okay, that's what.
Yeah, there was like another path where this was like a cakewalk, and you guys would have just
boring.
waltzed through it. You know what I mean? Like you would have like sat there cruising at 50 feet, and these guys, you know, they can't throw anything, they can't do anything, and then they get to a river, and they have to change their course to go over the river, and then they have to go down a cliff, and it's like you guys have been like beat.
Just flew right in, and we're done.
You're leaving to start the ship, which leaves you two in the cargo bay.
Which is that?
Oof. All right, so look, that's that. I wanted to get you a mental picture. That's what the cargo bay looks like. So there's cargo stuff around you, tools, that sort of thing, and James Andrew has absconded
To the piloting.
to the piloting. Right? Can I zoom? I can zoom. All right. So here, this is that room you're looking at, and this is kind of the doorway coming up,
Right.
and we're gonna zoom in.
So you have to go up, around, up, and then
Right.
forward.
Right. Yeah, no one was arguing with you about that. We were just saying like that's the direction where the pilot is or the cockpit is.
Zooming way in now.
Well, we're gonna have to fight here.
Maybe we're gonna have to fight. I'm gone. We're done.
You're trying to dust off, but you got to take off.
Yeah, but the ship should be hot
We have weapons now. That
Why
we're
would the
a
ship be hot?
because we were kidnapping someone.
You had to leave it in the desert, and you guys went to town to get supplies while you were waiting for the church service,
We locked the
cult
doors.
service. What?
The engine on. We locked the doors.
No. There's a little bit of ramp up
Apparently
time.
we can't do that.
No, you
Shannon.
can't. Not for this first adventure. Although
Lame.
later adventures, that's a really nice thought to put in there.
Because I mean, we can just leave the notes hot.
It's okay. You're still waiting for the door to come back up.
Code lock it again. It can take off. We don't have to
With
fly
the door
into
open.
space.
Yeah.
We can just fly away.
The ammo is very dangerous. All right.
Atmospheric flight with the open door is bad. Yeah, he wants to punch a horse in the face.
Just throwing that out.
Coming right now. Okay, you
Hey,
guys
can
jump
take
off
me,
the
Or
the mule, and Captain Jane's trying to hit the door up button, and just it has to go the whole way down, cycle, and then come up. And just as it touches, because you guys hopped off the mule while the door was still coming, you jumped in to get in.
here's a horse that you can punch.
Minecraft horse.
Yeah, he'd rather donkey punch. All right, so
Donkey punch.
as soon as it gets down and starts to come back up, 5 guys come around the corner.
That's
Two.
5 guys. There's only 3 left.
No, there were 5 guys.
No, we took out.
They
all
make
of
fries
them.
and guys, fries and.
There
thought
were
was
4
only-
guys attached to us, and we took all those guys out.
And then the other part left, and
There were 7
The cult leader was
total.
calling for backup.
Oh, see, that's cheap.
It'd be cheap if I sent 30 guys.
What backup?
5
He's
guys.
a
Alright.
cult leader.
5 guys.
What backup would he have? Like, he had all of his cult members in the church, and we took them all out except for
Oh,
the
yeah.
3.
Gertrude was home that day,
Oh,
making
was
cookies for the service.
Oh, Gertrude, that makes 4.
Gertrude's married with 3 kids. What you got? What you got?
Would her husband have been at the
no.
service with
Yeah,
the children?
no,
She has bad
so
children.
bad.
They're not allowed at church. They're not allowed at cult services. They're too good, actually. They're good. They're not allowed at cult
They're
services.
allowed to cult services because they're too good.
Right, can we move along the story?
Fine, 5 guys.
All right. So,
Arbitrary
Yes.
number that makes no sense.
the guys are coming around. One of them jumps with his horse in and
so you can punch a horse.
heads up to Shannon.
punch the
So
horse.
let's make sure that we understand the battlefield.
Don't jump the shark, just punch the horse.
Alright, I'm not going to punch him, but I'm going to hit him with my wrench. That seems more plausible.
Do you have a wrench?
I'm a mechanic.
They're
Why
tools.
wouldn't I?
Remember, there were tools on the thing. And
But we threw those tools, remember?
We're
Yeah,
back
he
in the
took it.
ship.
I
And now he's in the
that.
ship.
He's in the middle
So
of the cargo
he dashes
bay
for
on
a
the mule.
tool. Tell you
I'm a
what.
mess. I keep my tools all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. I can live with that. He's an engineer. That makes sense.
Roll
I don't know
your
whose turn is it? though?
roll your strength.
Technically, it should
Strength
be
is 6.
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
What?
save.
6,
Mine
and this
is
is
dead.
a horse. For
this would be
later.
pretty average. Now, we'll make this pretty easy. All right, get a 3 on your 6, and you literally connect with the jawbone of the horse. And
breaking
Owen
it.
will hate you forever. You get a 6.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He takes
He
out
is
the
out.
horse.
You cold cock his
And-
horse like
Takes out the horse and the guy on it.
like
Takes both of
Reggie
them out.
Jackson. You're like pow, and the horse is like and like
the horse
falls
falls over
on the
backwards
rider,
and takes the
crushes him, and rolls out of the ship. While the
The horse rolled out of the ship too.
while the other there's 4 guys
Four.
now. 4
Four
guys
guys.
jump in.
That
So
doesn't
you're not
sound
here. You're
too
piloting.
deadly. That
Roll
doesn't sound
pilot.
too deadly, so-
Okay.
Just a normal pilot.
Okay.
So I'll get a 10 because it's mid-ball.
What I'm gonna give you is like startup procedures. You either botch it
10-sided.
or you're gonna be able to get out of here pretty quickly. before
0 counts as.
A 0. A 10. Yes.
Okay.
1
No,
is your
it counts
standout.
as
1 is a
zero.
critical
1
fail.
is a critical fail. It was
Alright.
just too funny, dude. 3 zeros. Come on. The stars aligned for that crap.
No, I always flip my throws. That was my first perfect one. You should totally give me a perfect score for that. Nope, 3 zeros. You suck.
You didn't die.
No, 3
Ticks
zeros.
me
You
off.
suck.
Ticks me off.
I'm just a petty tyrant.
Give me
No,
the
you're being a petty tyrant. 3
No, you
zeros.
get
That's a
3
critical
zeros
fail.
because you suck too bad.
All right, what do I have to
Petty
beat?
What do we say? Oh, you're trying to take off. You want to take off quick. So let's do
Well, what I was
a
thinking is if I get a 10.
average. Do an average.
If I get a 10, yeah, that means I have to beat 6. Or 7.
7, yeah. Beat
If I
7.
get a 10, can I just like instantaneously take off and just like lift the front end up and just dump all the guys out?
Yes.
Okay.
You
That's what I
roll
wanted
it.
to-
That's
like
fair.
a critical success.
That's a critical success. But
Okay.
you didn't. You got a 6,
You
so
got a
you
6.
failed. So instead of it lifting like this,
No, it doesn't
crash into a big rock
It
formation.
doesn't crash. I just have to go through the whole procedure, so
Right,
I'm
yeah.
out of the play. I'm out of the play. I have to do everything.
No, poop soup.
For some reason, like the front end of it, the piloting is linked up to the door, so I have to wait for the door to close before I can take off.
And Captain James was pounding on things so much that he broke it. Now he's got to wait.
No, wait, no,
Get the
wait.
door shut! Get the door shut! So now you got to
No,
stop
the door-
taking off to get
no,
the door
wait.
shut.
The door goes.
All right. So you have 4 people on your ship, young man.
All
No, they're
right.
bad people.
4 bad people.
They're not good people.
And I think the cult leader is probably smart enough that he's just kind of outside telling them what to do. Because he's a little bit of
I
a
would
coward.
like. I would kick one in the face if I could.
Okay.
My strength is 10.
We are in combat now. So
Okay,
yes,
you gotta
let
go
me
get the
do
10
that.
die.
So-
So you can do whatever
Wait,
you
that's-
want. Even spawn in a fairy.
No, you can't spawn in a ferry. But she asked me to. So James Andrew will go to combat.
Yay.
I'm going to combat someone.
Roll for initiative.
Right. Right. Wait.
Your initiative is your agility or your vitality and your like alertness, or I think it's agility and like alertness.
All right.
Or agility
So
and vitality.
so you get dice for agility and alertness. Right. So roll those dice.
I
And
got
that's
10 and a
your.
6. But I'm not in combat. Remember, I'm starting the ship. I
Oh
have
yeah.
to
So,
fix the
okay. So
stupid
no.
thing.
So you're skipped.
So
All right.
you two, and you have to roll agility for the bad guys and Jane because
Right.
he's there and he's got a knife.
All right. So you're rolling your. What's your
You
What's
should
your
have already calculated your initiative. I did.
What's your
My
agility?
initiative's 12.
Yeah, but that's the thing I don't understand. If you calculate it, why are we rolling dice?
As a D12. You calculate your initiative as D12. You roll a 12-sided dice.
What if you end up with 7 though? There's no dice for it. Oh, you
You
roll
can't
plus
do it
a-
at 7 because you're multiplying 2 dice rolls. You're adding 2 dice rolls together.
He's a smart man. So I
It's
hang out
true.
with him.
It's true. That's why I'm here.
All right,
I'm the
so-
substitute.
So
DM.
so he's rolling a 12-sider.
Right, he just rolls a 12-sided because that's what his
That's a
initiative is.
12-sided.
Roll your
What I'm gonna
12-sided.
do is take like a highlighter and highlight the highest number on every dice, so it's easier to find. Because I'll be honest, I'm not good enough with dice that I don't know which is which either.
The octahedron is.
So what do I have to get?
Doesn't matter. You're rolling for initiative.
Yeah, you're rolling for initiative.
So the highest number is the one that goes
We
first.
got 8, so we're gonna write this down.
All right, you have to roll initiative for Jane, and you have to roll initiative for the people because they all work at.
Who's got to roll initiative?
And everyone has to roll initiative.
So,
Roll
And
that
Tom,
way.
as you roll,
so the higher I
Roll
get,
that.
the
Yeah.
you get to
Roll
go
that
first
way.
if you roll the highest score.
Just roll.
3.
So you have a very low initiative. So you start probably last.
All right.
And
Captain
Thomas,
Jane has
roll.
a. Hold on.
Captain Jane gets 10.
10. She's awesome.
Yeah. All right. now
She's
roll
awesome.
for the supervillains.
Didn't I say the what's his face? The
Cult leader.
cult leader is outside the ship.
Yes.
Shall we call these minions, my friends?
They are minions.
Let's call them minions then and be done with it.
Exactly.